And I think this is the last one. I'm not, this is not the last one. So let's look at those who like to host guests. Who like to host guests. Talent indicator. You're socially intuitive and hospitable. You just understand the room. You know how to get everyone blended. You know how to make everyone feel welcome. You're always out there. You are rather out. You don't want to be behind. You want to be out there, bringing people together and making them enjoy the party. Your initiative, uh, community and connection. That's you. Every problem you want to solve, for you, community is always the answer, or connection is always the answer. You always come from that angle. That's the language you speak. Your purpose is to make others feel seen and valued. That's what you hear. It's the lens with which you filter everything, every plan, every project, every decision. If people don't feel seen and valued, then it's not a goal for you. Your strengths, is empathy and adaptability. Your weakness, you tend to neglect self. You feel drained at the end, because you're giving off all of yourself to other people to make them feel valued, and you forget yourself. And that makes you overwhelmed by the social efforts. Problem solving style, you're always anticipating the needs of others, and you adapt to environment because of your purpose. So in demand services, say careers here, community engagement coordinator, or your role will have elements of that. Customer experience specialist, social worker, event planner, hospitality manager, customer, okay, I read that twice, life coach, salesperson, activist, or a storyteller. So even the brand people are under here, right? So let me go to travel. Please own up if this is you. Own up quick, quick, quick. Now I can't even see the chat box again. Let me see. Okay. Cassandra, I got you. Okay, but did you choose this as part of the chore that you like? Even there's a chore on hosting family gatherings. If your family is always saying, please, we cannot do this without you. So when is the date? Give us the date. It's you now. You are the MC. You're the one. Have you sent invitation? You fall into this, you fall into this. Okay, interesting. Nice. Okay. I think I have one more. Oh, I have two more. So laundry and folding clothes. So people that like washing clothes. Let me see this. Someone inspired. So one of my I don't know if she's on this call. One of my nieces is inspired the framework actually. So I was trying to figure out what she'll be great at. And she was blank on most of the questions. I said, okay, now came out that there has to be something. I said, okay, what do you like to do normally? And what chore do you like to do? She said, I like to wash clothes alone with my radio on. So if you're on this call, I'm going to call her name. I have answers for you now. You are orderly and tactile focus. Orderly and tactical. Your initiatives to keep systems flowing, day to day, things that routines that need to be done. You're great at it. Your purpose is to restore freshness and readiness. When you're good at restarting the system so that it will run for the next day, and then you restart it, think of it as uh, your work is focused on ensuring that there's no operational disruption. Yes, operational disruption. So your strengths, you are consistency, reliable, you're dependable. You are the system, it can't fail. And you're great at taking care of routine. You're great, you take pride in just taking care of routine so that things work normally. Your weakness is that, well, at some point you find tasks monotonous, but you do it anyway. You do it anyway because of your purpose. Oh, is it just so things can work? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Problem solving style, you also break down tasks into repeatable systems. People like this are great at the bank. Operations work at the bank where, you have to follow policy. There's a policy. Don't think outside the box. Just follow the rules. Just get it. You'll be great at that. A good process, you'll also be great as a process engineer. And then there are other roles, manufacturing technician, pilots. You'll be a good pilot because, I mean, pilots maintain very strict routine because the job is very risky. You need to be a stickler for routine so that plane can fly and land. So, I mean, there are many of you around. I think Okay, two more. Let's say two more together. Managing finance and budgeting. We didn't have many people in this category. Perhaps maybe just one person. One person chose this. But if you have related brothers, sisters, friends, colleagues who like to, they're always talking about. So how much do we have now? How much do we have now? Do we have enough in the pocket? Do we anybody that is always money, money, money conscious? Not that they love to spend the money. They just want to feel safe. We have the money intact. Nothing is missing. Nothing missing. Nothing. I forgot what the second thing, but the money is there as we intended it should be. The list is not over the budget. So let's see who they are. They are strategic thinkers. They're also resourceful, initiating, they take financial responsibility, purpose, maximizing value, and stewardship. So how to take care of things. Anything you give them, they're good at managing it. Strengths, they're analytical, they're self-disciplined, self-disciplined. And for weakness, they are risk averse, very risk averse because they don't want anything to go wrong. Uh, they, 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 they like to be able to predict things because they figured it out. So you can't just bring up a new thing on them. No, you need to be disciplined. So risk averse and over controlling. They're over controlling. Now you will be surprised why in the offices the auditors are always the worst people to work. Sorry to any auditor on this call, but that explains that it's not your fault. It's your build. Overly controlling. It has to be this way or it's no way, even when it does not make sense. But if it helps to maintain the fort of the budget and the finances, they will hold on to that role. Problem solving style, allocating rebalances resources to solve. So they're great at allocating resources and rebalancing them to solve any emerging problem. In demand careers here you find the financial analyst. So if you're dreaming about a career in financial analysis, you're not like this, don't bother, you just be frustrated. You can't keep up. Risk management specialist. You find venture capital associates here, budget officers, procurement managers, investment advisors, and auditors. You find accountants here as well. I'm not checking the chat because I'm not expecting anybody here. Supervising chores of others. So all of you that will not want to do the job, but if you say, hey, come, have you mopped? Have you washed your plate? Have you fixed that place? This is you. So your talent here, leadership and delegation, you're great at delegating, you're great at leading. Initiative, you're great at coordinating team effort. You always think from the angle of let's galvanize everybody's efforts. Let's see. So who is doing this? Who is doing that? Okay, so how can we? So we need to get this done. You never think it is you that will do it. You think from how do I use the resources available? You know the right people to get the job done. So you don't try. You just go for the experts or go for those you know can do it to get the job done. Your purpose is to empower others to contribute. So that's how you think. So when they ask you, why are you not doing it? You're like, no, but we need to give other people a chance. But this person is so great at doing it. Let them do it. I know they can do it. Strengths, accountability, and communication. You know what the end goal is. You're always checking actual versus targets. Okay, we're asked to do this. Have we done it? Has this person done it? We need to achieve this. We need to achieve this. You know, that's always your call. Weakness, micromanagement. That's why we you tend to micromanage. You want to tell us how to do the job. You won't do the job, but you're good at saying, if you do it like this, do it like this, do it like this, it will work. It's very simple. Like all the work is done in your head here. But you don't do it with your hands. You do it here and then you dish out instructions. You also tend to have control issues, problem solving style. You delegate, you're great at following up and reviewing results. So when there's a problem, that's how you think. You always think, okay, so what is the work to be done? Who do we need to get the job done? Okay, how do we know they have gotten the job done? That's how you think. So here you find team leads, you find operations supervisors, you find human resource managers, you find school principals, nonprofit program directors, you find founders here as well. So one thing I did add here is another problem people like this tend to have is they also tend to have problem with the authority, especially if the boss above them doesn't know the work. So if they are not in a position to lead, they are restless. They will end up leading the boss without the boss knowing that they are leading. They may enter chat box and see those who are guilty of this. Where is the chat box? Oh, okay, see you. Where are they? We're not free team lead. Okay. Yes. Okay, yeah, very true, true, true. But we need the supervisors, so we need them, very important. All right, okay, so right, so we're done, good. So the reflection again, I want us to do this reflection together. So when you think about all the things that I've shared, what's one gift or talent you used to be excited about, but haven't used in a long time? So I want to take a minute and write down your journal. Just think what talent, what gift of talent do you used to be excited about when you think of the chores you were excited about and what you have seen. So what gift haven't you used in a long time? And there are many reasons why people don't use some gifts and they just become latent. Maybe because they don't need it in their roles and they don't use it. But you see here, you are causing yourself with this service. That's why we have um pet projects, side hustles. It's for you to use those gifts because if you don't use them, they'll die. I was sharing with someone really close recently that every farm needs a nursery. So if you go to a green farm, every organized green farm has a green nursery, a greenhouse. Yes, a greenhouse where you plant seedlings, where you experiment, crossbreed, try all sorts of things, try different kinds of fertilizers on the seedlings in the greenhouse until you're ready to transplant them into the open fields. But what we see in real life is the farm is your job. The farm where you have the plants that you nurture, grow, and harvest for your daily livelihood. That's your job. That's the job you have. So people tend to put a lot, focus a lot on the farm, and they don't have a greenhouse. So this greenhouse in the real sense is supposed to be a space where all the gifts that or talents you don't need in your day-to-day job, where you nurture them in a safe space. You're doing some pet thing, maybe amongst your peers or your church or at home, or you have a side business or an impact work that you do on the side that you don't charge for, but you are using those gifts for a time that you will need them, because the time will come when the season for the crops on the main farm will be over. It is not maize season all year round. It's not yam season all year round. So that season is going to be over. And you're going to need a different kind of crop that will survive in the new season, that can survive new season and adapt to that soil. If it's in the dry season, you need what can grow in the dry season. So it's a time to go to your greenhouse and say, hey, okay, so which one? Oh, I've been trying this now. It's time to transplant. So you are never lacking. You are when the scripture says that you bear fruit in season and out of season. That's what it means. So that's what it means. That's part of what it means. So you're fruitful all year round because you're nurturing his talents all the time.